Hello and welcome. Today we are walking through Bath & Body Works to get an update on what the store looks like in terms of the new holiday products. Starting off, I spy this cute little Hanukkah display through the window, but now that I'm watching it back, I realize I forgot to sniff that candle, so I will next time. Once inside, I made a beeline to the round holiday traditions table that they had set up because I went in on the day that they were doing the buy one, get one all holiday traditions, so that includes our three main reoccurring Christmas scents, Vanilla Bean Noel, Winter Candy Apple, and Twisted Peppermint. In addition to these three, we have a brand new fragrance, which I'll talk more about in my haul at the end, but it's called Golden Berry Mistletoe. Not including the newbie Golden Berry Mistletoe, leave me a comment down below which of the three holiday traditions fragrances are your favorite. Next up, I spotted a big wallflower table with all of the new holiday scents on it, as well as some of the new plugins, but most of the plugins were on the wall, which I'll walk by later. Then the octagon table was super fun to see. We already have it loaded up with our Frosty Body Care, which is the Festive Forest collection, and it includes two almost always returning scents, Winterberry Wonder and Snowflakes and Cashmere. New as of last year and returning for the first time is Strawberry Snowflakes, as well as a repackage of Fairy Tale, which originally was a single launch fragrance back in the fall of 2021. Here is the wall cabinet that has the same collection, and it's looking like my store doesn't have the Winterberry Wonder fragrance mists in stock yet. But I really love the packaging of this collection, and if you've been watching for a while, you'll know that I love woodland critters. Glad to see some travel sizes in these fragrances, although does anyone else miss having the travel size shower gels too? I feel like they never make the whole trio of minis for each scent like they used to, and I kinda wonder why. I eventually made my way to the back of the store to take a peek at the new Christmas and winter wallflower plugs, and I saw a lot of cute ones for this year. Then the last place I had a look through was at the wall of these Christmas candles. There are so many of them, and mainly they're familiar faces, but there's also a couple new ones like the Crunchy English Toffee, although that one to me smelled a lot like a softer version of Toffee Brittle, which is one that they used to have in 2018. Alright, let's wrap it up here, and I'll show you what I grabbed back at home. Okay, what did you think about that in-store walkthrough? I was quite surprised at the amount of Christmas stuff that was already put out. I feel like by the time we're officially in the holiday season, there's not going to be much newness because it's already so much Christmas right now. But you know Bath & Body Works, they always have tricks up their sleeves, so I'm sure there will be some more releases along the way. Also, my store did not quite have that Jolly Gingerbread fragrance, and that one is going to be a part of a body care collection that includes Frosted Coconut Snowball, which is a returning fragrance, as well as Bright Christmas Morning, which is a newer but also returning fragrance. So I'm going to show you the goodies that I picked up while I was in store, and at the time of purchasing, the wallflower refills were buy two get two free, and I know I've actually been leaning away purchasing wallflowers, but even as I am using them less than I used to, I still have the two places in my house that I do use them every so often, and that is near the litter box room in the utility room. It's kind of like a laundry room, but also we have litter box over there, so I keep one in that room. Plus I have one that is in the basement bathroom. I actually like it as a nightlight, so I'm actually mainly using it for the nightlight, and I think, well, I might as well put some fragrance in there. Especially during the colder months, I like to have fragrance going because it's just more cozy, and I just like to have fragrance all the time. So I did grab 4 of those while they were on the sale, and then I also took advantage of the membership app deal that was the buy one get one free all holiday traditions collection, and that was that crossover sale where you could mix and match the buy one get one with candles, wallflowers, home fragrance, body care, any of that stuff. I actually only grabbed body care because that was the only thing I really feel like I was after today. I feel like I'm doing pretty good on candles and hand soaps right now, so I think I'm gonna actually push all of that shopping later on in the season, maybe hold out for candle day for candles. So let me show you which scents I grabbed. So the first wallflower I grabbed is pumpkin pecan waffles, and this is actually mainly because I was noticing I'm starting to really deplete my fall stash for the wallflowers, so I wanted to get one that I could probably use for next year. This is a classic cozy bakery gourmand, and this has notes of maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice. Very strong too, by the way. I got a tried and true marshmallow fireside, which is good for starting in fall all the way through winter. I feel like this is a good holiday neutral. It's not too Christmassy, it's not too Halloweeny or anything. It's just anytime it's cold, this is appropriate. And this one has notes of toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, and roasted vanilla. And then the next 2 wallflowers are ones that I've never used before. One is a brand new release as of this year, but this one is brand new as of last year, I believe. And this one is pistachio and toasted vanilla. It has salted pistachios and toasted vanilla almonds. While it's very nutty, I find that it's also quite sweet and vanilla-y too. I find that it's very similar to the pistachio ice cream fragrance that they had quite a few years ago by now. I think it was a spring release originally, and then it came back a couple different times throughout the years, but it reminds me of the pistachio ice cream, so I like it. And then last but not least, we got raspberry thumbprint, which reminds me of my mom's Danish cookies that she makes every single Christmas, and this is the brand new release as of this year. And this one has notes of buttery shortbread, rich raspberry jam, and sprinkled with powdered sugar. The last time I talked about this fragrance, I had purchased the candle of it, and I was saying that I like this scent because it doesn't just smell like generic berry scent like Bath & Body Works sometimes makes. It actually has a warm jam note in it, which is really pleasant, as well as that almond shortbread kind of brings it to the gourmand side as opposed to just being fruity. So another cozy scent for this winter. Switching to body care, I got 2 classics and a brand new one. Starting with my signature fragrance for Christmas time. This is the one I wear every single year without a doubt, and that is Twisted Peppermint. And as a reminder, if you've never smelt this one before, this has cool peppermint, sugared snow, fresh balsam, and vanilla buttercream. It smells so cold and frosty, and I really like this too because it doesn't just smell like herbaceous peppermint or like peppermint essential oils. It actually does have that vanilla buttercream and the pine tree smell in it, just ever so slightly, making it smell really festive and perfect for the holidays. As you saw there, that's what it looks like in the Fine Fragrance Mist, and even though this is in a faceted bottle, I still like the packaging because A, the color is really great, but also I like it when they include labels like this so that there's something other to look at than just having the plain diamond-shaped bottles. And speaking of packaging, I am obsessed with the way they've packaged the body lotion specifically. I love that it's got that kind of metallic-y color on the bottle, so super pretty there. But this is the Twisted Peppermint body lotion, and here's what it looks like in the shower gel. Now, I already have some in my collection from previous years, but I was starting to run low, and this is a fragrance that I know I'm going to use every year, so I wanted to make sure that I had some backups. Next up, another classic. In fact, this one is even older than Twisted Peppermint. I think this one is what, going on 27, 28 years old now? I think it's nearing 30 years old. So this is Winter Candy Apple, one of Bath & Body Works' original Christmas fragrances. And to jog your memory on this one, it has red apples, winter rose petals, candied oranges, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. Now, funny enough, despite this one's age and persistence in coming back every single year, I have actually never used this fragrance as a body care fragrance for myself before. I've burnt it in candles, I've used it in car scent portables, hand sanitizers, hand soaps. I've even probably used it like as little hand creams and stuff throughout the years, but I've never actually like showered with it and then followed up with lotion and spray and just kind of experienced it as a whole. I think this is the year I'm actually going to try and do that. I'm really excited to give it a go and kind of feel nostalgic. I'm hoping it's going to make me feel like I'm throwing it back to the 1990s when I'm wearing this fragrance, and nothing is more festive than throwing it back to like your childhood years of Christmas time. So we've got that in the Fine Fragrance Mist. Here is what the shower gel looks looks like this year. And once again, my favorite this year for the packaging is that body lotion bottle. And then last but definitely not least, I'm gonna show you the brand new fragrance, which is Golden Berry Mistletoe. So I am very excited for this one, and I am here to say that I actually do really enjoy this fragrance. I smelt it in store and tried a little bit on my hand, and I was really pleased with the longevity actually. I just tried a little sample right on the top of my hand here, and 2 hand washes later, I actually still smelt just that little sample that I did. I think Bath & Body Works might be listening to us and maybe bringing on some stronger fragrances to us. So this is the body lotion, and it has fragrance notes of sparkling berries, sugared spruce, and frosted air. Here's what it looks like in the shower gel. My store didn't have the fine fragrance mist in stock yet, so I'm just waiting for that to come in shipment so I can grab one of those. So I'm gonna try a little on my hand once again, and I'm gonna describe this fragrance to you. Just on initial sniff, the very first thing I notice is the berry scent, but also it's a little bit of a bubblegum berry scent. I think since the berries are sugared, it's coming off as a very sweet candy-like fragrance, thus making it smell a little bit on the bubblegum side. But it just smells so festive, like it literally smells like Christmas to me. Which is weird because this is not normally a fragrance I feel like I would go for, because whenever something says it has berry in it, I'm usually like, been there, done that. Kind of bored of berry scents personally, but this one does it for me. And I'm thinking that it's the spruce that's changing it for me. I was worried it wasn't gonna smell very strong of spruce or pine trees, and it isn't super duper pine tree smelling, but it's just enough that it really does make you feel like it's Christmas time. It's a really interesting balance of being both sophisticated yet perfect for everyday wear. I find it's a strange blend of in between, because usually you can only have one or the other. But I feel like I could wear this every day and not feel like I'm overdressed in terms of fragrance, but it's still appropriate for like that Christmas dinner party or that family holiday gathering or going to church on Christmas Eve, like when you do want to dress it up. I feel like you could dress it up or down depending on the circumstance you want to wear it in and depending on what you pair it with as well. And I'm not really used to having that in a fragrance. You know, like in the pictures of magazines for the holiday catalogs and stuff, like in the 80s and 90s, there's always like this mom figure. I feel like that's the perfume she's wearing, is this Golden Berry Mistletoe. If you want like nostalgic Christmas mom vibes, I feel like this is it. I cannot wait to grab that in the fine fragrance mist and start wearing that for this holiday season. But either way, thank you so much for coming in stores with me. Let me know down in the comments what you've been hauling for Christmas from Bath & Body Works so far, and I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, bye.